Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca, back at the Church of Chewbacca, and with the Winternational promotion that's going on at NHL 21, it seems to be that they release 12 undercards that are a little bit weaker than the master set players that we went over for the Winternational in the previous video. But I'm going to go over and give a review of all 12 of these cards, let you guys know if they're worth picking up or not, let you know what their current price is on the auction house on PlayStation 4 at least. I'm assuming it's going to be relatively the same for Xbox. And then we're also going to give each one of them a true review, rate them 1 through 5 to kind of help you guys out. Before we get into going over these reviews, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about these 12 cards, as well as hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading more videos. Let's get into it. Mads SØGAARD. The Danish-born goaltender Mads SØGAARD. He's a 6'7", 190-pound goaltender that wears his glove on his left hand. As I've already mentioned, he's from Denmark. And then his team synergies, being that he's a goaltender, he's going to have 2 team synergies here. He has 1 point for Barrage and 1 point for Swarm, which is a very good team synergy with Swarm and not that great for Barrage. Looking at his high attributes, he has 81 glove high, 80 stick high. Then in his lows, he has 83 glove low, 84 stick low, not so great at speed with 78, 84 vision. He is 6'7", so he should be able to see over most of the players. I don't know if that matters or not, his height for being his vision. An 84 vision, though, is not bad for an 80 overall card. 84 positioning. 78 5-hole is not that great for somebody that's 6'7", but he is going to clog the net kind of like Ben Bishop. I will say that this SØGAARD shouldn't be too expensive. You should be able to get him probably for 3,000 coins or so. What I will say though is I just don't think his synergies are that great. If you want to use him as a backup just to fill out Barrage or Swarm, by all means, he's a pretty decent synergy plug for those team synergies, at least at this point in the game. But I honestly don't think he's going to be that viable of a goaltender. I think there's just going to be people that snipe him all over the place. Therefore, I'm going to give this Mads SØGAARD 2 chewies. Yohann Auvitu. Auvitu is a 5'11", 187-pound, left-handed shooting defenseman. The Frenchman who played for the Edmonton Oilers last in the NHL in 2018. I don't think he's played since then. I think he's still technically signed to the Edmonton Oilers, but he hasn't played in the NHL since 2018. Has Swarm and Howitzer as his synergy. So Swarm's a team synergy for 1 point. Howitzer's the player synergy for another point. Looking at his skating, he has 83 acceleration, 88 agility, 89 endurance, 83 speed, and 91 balance. His shooting is 78 slapshot accuracy, 91 slapshot power, 80 wrist shot accuracy, and 91 wrist shot power. His deking is 80 hands, 81 offensive awareness, 80 hand-eye, 81 passing, and 81 puck control. The defense is 86 body checking, 91 strength. And then his checking category is going to be 82 defensive awareness, 84 shot blocking, 88 stick checking, and 96 discipline. So this Auvitu, I'm not really sure quite how to grade him. If you put his synergies in here, he actually has really good defensive awareness, stick checking, a very hard shot, above average speed at 86, and he does have the good discipline at 96 with above average body checking if you activate Swarm and Howitzer. The thing is, he doesn't have great passing, so I guess as a third defenseman, as a third pair defenseman, I should say, he is actually not that bad. Based on his price of about 32 to 33,000 coins right now, I'm not sure if he's worth that price for being a third pair defenseman. Now, he could be a top 4, but his low passing at 81 scares me a little bit because he's not going to be a great breakout man, but 81 passing might be more than sufficient, especially if you're using lower pass aim assist. It might not be that big of a deal, but I know a lot of people probably still have the passing aim assist relatively high, so that 81 passing might mean a little bit more. I'm not really sure, but I do like guys that have great passing because it normally gets through a lot of the hard forecheck and whatnot. Either way, this Auvitu, for what he has for his synergies and the fact that his synergies make him so much better with the hard shot, other than being wildly inaccurate, he does have great team synergies, and I think that's what's needed for an 84 overall. I'm going to give him 4 chewies. Sato. So Sato is an 18-year-old prospect still that could possibly, I believe, either the first Japanese-born NHL player or one of the first. They've done some articles on NHL.com about how he's could make history. So I'm assuming he's the first could be the first Japanese-born player. He did play for the Quebec Ramparts last season. In 39 games, he had 10 points at left wing. He has a left-handed shot. He's listed as 5'9", 162 pounds. If you look at his elite prospects, he's actually grown an inch at 5'10" and weighs about 175 pounds. Being that he's younger, and I think they probably just pulled it from when he played for the Remparts and he was only 17 years old. He's 18 now. You can still grow till you're about 22, 24. So we'll see what he develops in as a prospect. As for his Winternational card, he has Distributor for 1-team synergy, and he has Magician for a 1-point player synergy. He has 85 acceleration, 96 agility, 82 balance, 87 endurance, and 85 speed. For his shot, he has 82 slap shot accuracy, 98 slap shot power, 82 wrist shot accuracy with 97 wrist shot power. For his hands, he's 85 deking, 82 offensive awareness, 83 hand-eye, 82 passing, and 82 puck control. His body checking is only 81. Body checking, 82 strength. He is a smaller guy, so that kind of makes sense that he's not going to crush people. And then for his checking, he has 81 defensive awareness, 76 shot blocking, 84 stick checking, 87 faceoffs for a left winger is kind of surprising. You could actually play him up the middle at center. And then he has 99 discipline. Just looking at Distributor here, because I don't know how many people have Magician, but if you just look at Distributor, his 83 speed, bumps his passing up to 85, his puck control to 85, and he gets the 99 durability. If you throw in the Magician, he gets the 99 agility, and then the 89 deking, his puck control goes up to 89. So I think with his synergies, they're pretty decent. Magician's an average to above average player synergy. Distributor's obviously the cream of the crop right now for team synergies. This Sato is going to go for about 60,000 coins or so. I think that's about the lowest you can get him for at this moment. He does have a ridiculously hard shot, and the fact that he can play some center gives him a little bit more value. But I don't know for the fact that he's so little at 96 agility. If you don't have Distributor activated, I think it hurts him a little bit. I'm going to give this Sato 3.5 chewies because he does have Distributor. I think he's a great shot. He's not the fastest and he's tiny. So without Distributor, I don't think the card's that great. So like I said, we're going to go with 3.5 chewies. KRISTERS GUDLEVSKIS. He had a great run in the 2014 Olympics at Sochi in Russia and Latvia. I don't think they made it into the medals, but I think they finished in the top 4 or were at least competing with teams. And it was a very much of a surprise. And GUDLEVSKIS was one of the reasons for that. A lot of people call him Goody or Gutty, so I'm just going to call him Gutty from now on because it's much easier than saying his full name, because that end at the end with all the S's just can really throw me off while I'm trying to do the video here. It seems, though, that he plays for the Fishtown Penguins now, which I believe is in the Deutsche Hockey League, which is the German Hockey League. As for the player card, if you're wondering where Gutty has been at, he has made in the NHL back and forth, but he never really broke out in the NHL. So looking at the card review itself here for the Winternational, he has 1 point for Heart and Soul, 1 point for Spark. Heart and Soul is not that great of a team synergy. Spark's a pretty good one. Looking at his high attributes here, he has 87 glove high, 86 stick high. For the low, he has 89 glove low, 89 stick low. The speed's 84, 88 vision. The positioning is 86 with 84 5-hole. Rebound control is 84. Shot recovery is 84. I think that Gutty be a pretty good goaltender by himself. I don't think he has great synergies. If you're going to get a goaltender, you want somebody that has amazing synergies. And I just don't know if the Heart and Soul does it for me. The cheapest one of him on the market that I saw for buy now was about 11,000 coins. So he's not too pricey if you want to give him a try. If you're just looking for a good goaltender, maybe he's one of those sneaky good guys. There's just some guys that they just fit the mold of being a good goaltender and they play way above their attributes. I do think he has average attributes per se, but as for a goaltender, I'm looking for synergies if I'm being honest. And because he doesn't have great team synergies, I'm going to give him 2.5 chewies. Alexander Peresunko is the 5'11", 168 pounds, Ukrainian-born winger. He's right-handed shooting. He has Heart and Soul for his team synergy. He has Howitzer for his player synergy. He has 86 acceleration, 96 agility with 86 speed, 91 endurance, 83 balance. He's another guy that has a very hard shot with 97 slap shot power, 97 wrist shot power with 84 slap shot accuracy, 85 wrist shot accuracy, 87 deking, 85 offensive awareness, 87 hand-eye, 85 passing, 85 puck control. For his checking category here is 84 defensive awareness, 82 shot blocking, 85 stick checking with 98 discipline. So great discipline, great stick checking. And then his body checking is only 82, which makes sense. He's not the biggest body here. As for Howitzer, it's going to bump up those powers of his shot up to 99. It's going to give him 89 speed with 99 agility. The heart and soul, like I have always said, it's not a great team synergy. It's going to give him some more shot blocking, face-offs, balance, and endurance. Not really anything that a winger really needs, if I'm being honest with you. He does have Howitzer, which is a great player synergy as mentioned. The lowest Alexander Peresunko that I've seen on the auction house was for 62,000 coins for buy now. But most of them are in the 70s, to be honest with you. So he's a little bit pricey. Heart and Soul's not a great team synergy. If you need him for a Howitzer synergy plug, that'd be pretty good. It does make him a way more valuable card if Howitzer is activated. He has a hard shot that's relatively accurate, so he's going to be nasty as a sniper. I think for the value you're going to pay, I think it might be worth it. Long term, I don't know how long you're going to be using this card other than for a Howitzer plug. Therefore, I'm going to give him 3.5 Chewies. If he had a better team synergy, he would probably be 4 to 4.5 Chewies, but we're going to go with 3.5 here because his team synergy is just not very good. Troy Terry. Troy Terry's a 6 foot, 180 pounds, right-handed shooting American. He has balance as his team synergy, speedster as his player synergy. He has 83 acceleration, 88 agility, 87 balance, 88 endurance, 84 speed. For his shooting, he has 84 slap shot accuracy, 88 slap shot power, 84 wrist shot accuracy with 88 wrist shot power. His hands are 89 deking, 87 offensive awareness, 85 hand-eye, 86 passing with 86 puck control. The body checking is 87 body checking. So this is the highest body checking we've seen so far out of these Winternational cards with 86 strength. His checking category here is 87 defensive awareness, 84 shot blocking, 87 stick checking with 74 faceoffs, 84 discipline. What I will say, Speedster being activated, it does give him 88 speed with 92 wrist shot power. The wrist shot's weaker than the Peresunko we just went over, as well as he's not as fast, not as agile. Even if you have Speedster, then the balance is going to add to more wrist shot power, endurance, some other stuff. It's about a mid-tier team synergy. The Speedster's obviously one of the best, if not the best, player synergy. Overall, this Troy Terry is just really not that impressive, I have to be honest with you. And his lowest price is about 40,000 by now. Therefore, I think this Terry's a little bit overpriced for what you're getting out of him, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to say that this Terry's 3 Chewies. He's less than Peresunko. He does have a better team synergy. As I said, those really matter whenever you're paying for these upper cards because you want to get a guy that is going to be somebody in your team for a while. You don't want to just get a guy that's just there to be there. You want to try to start making these synergies. That way, if there's a guy like Wayne Gretzky that doesn't have great synergies, you can just plug the Wayne Gretzky in because you're like, man, this card is just amazing. He's worth way more than what maybe his value is coins-wise because he doesn't have the great synergies. You can plug and play a great player into a team that's built with a bunch of synergies. I just think if you're going for these lower guys, you're not going for master set players, that the synergies really matter. That's why we're going with 3 Chewies here. ERIK BRÄNNSTRÖM. The 5 foot 10, 181 pound, left-handed shooting Swede, ERIK BRÄNNSTRÖM. I believe he is signed to the Ottawa Senators organization. I think he's playing the AHL right now, if I'm not mistaken. He'll probably be up into the NHL within the next year or two, I would assume. He's still a younger player, 21, still developing. He might never make it, but to be honest, I think he's had a pretty decent AHL. I think he's been a little bit injury plagued, if I remember right. But this ERIK BRÄNNSTRÖM, for the Swede card that he has right here, is 1 point for Swarm, and then 1 point for passing playmaker. So this is a very good team synergy with an above average player synergy. He has 90 acceleration, 94 agility, 85 balance, 87 endurance with 89 speed. His shot is 85 slap shot accuracy, 92 slap shot power, 86 wrist shot accuracy, 91 slap shot power. His hands are 93 deking, 88 offensive awareness, 86 hand-eye, 88 passing, 88 puck control. Body checking not that great at 79, which makes sense for a 5'10", 181 pound guy. 85 strength. His defense awareness 87. Shot blocking 87. 88 stick checking with 94 discipline. You're looking at his Swarm for his synergy. He's going to bump up that defense awareness and stick checking. And then his passing playmaker is going to make the stick checking even better, as well as the slap shot accuracy at 89. And going to add to the passing. The lowest price BRÄNNSTRÖM in the buy now on the auction house when I was making this video was 120,000 coins. I actually think that's a really good price for a defenseman that's so fast with a hard shot that's relatively accurate. Great stick checking, great discipline. The only thing he's really lacking is body checking, but he kind of reminds me of that Tim Horton from a few years ago that was the 85 overall that everybody had. A little bit smaller defenseman, skates really well, has really good stick checking, can make all the plays you need him to make. I think he can be a top 4 defenseman and a power play quarterback, at least for right now in the game. I'm going to give this BRÄNNSTRÖM 4.5 chewies. I think he's a very good card, especially for the price at 115,000 coins. If he was a little bit less in coins, he'd be an amazing card. If he was a little bit pricier, like 150,000 coins, he'd probably be only 4 chewies. But I think at that price, you're getting great value. Even if you got to pay like 125,000 coins, I still think it's a good price for a guy that's definitely should be slotted in your top 4 defensemen. Especially with all of the Master Set cards that have come out so far, we haven't got too many left-handed defensemen, so I really do think this BRÄNNSTRÖM fits in very well. 4.5 chewies. OLLI Juolevi. OLLI Juolevi is a 6'3", 198-pound Vancouver Canuck, and he actually plays for the Comets in the AHL right now. He'll probably be up with the big club very soon. I think he played a little bit last season. He's left-handed shooting. His synergies for the card itself are 1 point for balance, 1 point for gladiator. He has 86 skating, 93 agility, 85 balance, 87 endurance, 87 speed. His slap shot accuracy is 82, with his slap shot power being 95. His wrist shot accuracy 83. His wrist shot power 94. His hands is 85 deking, 88 offensive awareness, 82 hand-eye, 88 passing with 88 puck control. Then for his defense, has 82 body checking, 85 strength. I get that Juolevi's not the largest man at 6'3", 198 pounds, but I'd like to see a little bit more body checking out of somebody his size. 82 body checking should be relatively sufficient, I guess. And then 85 strength. His checking categories: 88 defensive awareness, 90 shot blocking, 90 stick checking with 92 discipline. So he's going to be very good with the stick. And if you look at any of his highlights, he's a good defenseman when it comes to his positioning and his poke checking ability. He doesn't really throw the body that much. A lot of Finns and Swedes don't really hit a lot unless they really have to, or they're like really hard-nosed players that play in front of the net, like a Holmstrom or a Hornquist. I mean, those are obviously forwards, not defensemen. But what I will say is that this Juolevi is definitely going to have a good stick check, good discipline. Not like I said, balance is about middle tier. It will help his defensive awareness some, helps the puck control, deking, wrist shot power, and endurance. The Gladiator is another one that's more geared towards defensemen. I'm going to give this Juolevi 4 chewies because he doesn't have quite the same synergies that the BRÄNNSTRÖM had. The BRÄNNSTRÖM had better synergies, had a little bit better shot, was a little bit faster. So we're going to give him 4 chewies here. Still a great rating for the Juolevi. NICO Hischier. Obviously, he's the first overall pick in the New Jersey Devils a few years ago. He has a team synergy of Spark for 1 point, then Workhorse for 1 point. His skating is 89 acceleration, 92 agility, 85 balance, 89 endurance, 89 speed. His shooting is 90 slap shot accuracy, 89 slap shot power, 90 wrist shot accuracy, 89 wrist shot power. For his hands, he has 92 deking, 91 offensive awareness, 90 hand-eye, 91 passing, and 91 puck control. The body checking 79, which makes sense. He's not going to be a big-time hitter. 85 strength, which will go pretty well with the 85 balance and 91 puck control. I actually don't like the 85 balance. I think that's really low for what he could be. Then he has 88 defensive awareness, 77 shot blocking, 87 stick checking, 77 faceoffs, and 92 discipline. I don't know why they gave this card such low faceoffs at 77. It's kind of disappointing. You're going to have to play him on the wing instead of at center, but he does have good stick checking and definitely good discipline. He's also going on the market for about 170,000 coins, about average. I think the lowest I saw him for was 155,000, but that doesn't seem to be like the normal price. The normal going price right now seems to be 170,000 coins. And because of his price and the fact you're going to have to play him on the wings, but I think he's very expensive for what you're getting out of the card. I'm going to give him 3.5 chewies. I think he could just overall be a little bit lower priced, in my personal opinion. Now, if you can get him for less of a price, you can get him for like 130, 125, even 100,000 coins. I think he's a great value at that point. But for what he is, I'm going to give him 3.5 chewies. David Pastrnak. The superstar for the Boston Bruins, David Pastrnak, obviously he's from the Czech Republic. He's 6 foot, 194 pounds, right-handed shooting. He has 1 point for barrage and 1 point for thief. His skating is 88 acceleration, 93 agility, 84 balance, 86 endurance, 88 speed. The shooting's 92 slapshot accuracy, 88 slapshot power, 93 wrist shot accuracy, 88 wrist shot power. His hands are amazing at 93 deking, 94 offensive awareness, 93 hand-eye, 92 passing, 93 puck control. Not a big-time body checker at 79. His checking is 88 defensive awareness, then 79 shot blocking, 90 stick checking with 82 discipline. He's obviously a winger, so his faceoffs at 64 makes sense. I would like to see a little bit higher discipline for the card, but the 90 stick checking is definitely going to allow him to back check really well. I don't think Barrage is that great of a team synergy. I think the Pasternak's an amazing card. I think if you're going to spend the 155,000+ coins, meaning that 155,000 coins is his lowest going price right now, you'd want a little bit better team synergy. I'm going to give the Pastranak 4 Chewies. I think if you take away his team synergies, gave him like distributor or something, he'd be 5 Chewies. But the not great synergies is going to put him at 4 Chewies for me, because you're going to have to spend a lot of money for him, and I don't know if he's worth that price with the team synergies he has. Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl is one of the centers for the Edmonton Oilers. He sometimes plays on the wing, but he's really like what Evgeny Malkin is to Sidney Crosby when it comes to Draisaitl is to Connor McDavid. He's an amazing player that's always going to be in a superstar's shadow, unfortunately. That's probably the best comparison I can give you, but he's an absolute beast. 6'2", 208 pounds, left-handed shooting. He's probably the best German-born hockey player ever. I mean, you could argue that Olaf Kolsik might be the best German-born hockey player still, but I think Draisaitl will pass him by the time he retires, assuming he keeps at the pace that he is, because he's one of the elite young players in the league still. Although he's getting up there, although he is getting a little bit older, he's still considered one of the elite young players. And this card has 1 point for distributor, 1 point for wingman, both good synergies. Distributor is the top of the line for team synergies. Wingman is definitely above average for player synergies. He has 84 acceleration, 87 agility, 91 balance, 90 endurance with 85 speed. His shooting is 92 slap shot accuracy, 91 slap shot power, 93 wrist shot accuracy with 90 wrist shot power. His hands are 89 deking, 93 offensive awareness, 91 hand-eye, 92 passing, 92 puck control. The body check is 87, so he can actually hit somebody, which is always nice. 89 strength. The checking is going to be 91 defensive awareness, 84 shot blocking, 92 stick checking, 79 discipline, and 78 faceoffs for a center is not that great. You're going to have to play him on the wing. The Draisaitl, though, does have the great synergies, and he's pretty comparable to Pastranak. The Pastranak was a little bit faster skating, but you get distributor on here. You're going to get the 88 speed, and that's always been Draisaitl's biggest issue, is he's one of the slower cards in the game because he's not even the fastest skater in real life. You throw in Wingman, if you do get that activated in 87 acceleration, he becomes a very, very good card. What I will say is, with the top-notch synergy being a very good card, he comes with a hefty price at 230,000 coins as his lowest price. At that hefty price, I'm going to give this Draisaitl 4 Chewies, just like I get Pasternak. I just don't know if he's worth that price. He is one of the cheaper, like 89 plus cards that do have distributor on him, if I'm being honest. And he does have a great shot. I just think with his speed, long term, it's going to be an issue. The distributor only bumps up to 88 speed. He doesn't have a player synergy to make his speed faster. Now, with Wingman, you can get that acceleration, as I showed you, up into the high 80s as well. I just think that long term, this Draisaitl isn't going to be worth the price. If he drops in price, he's definitely going to be a card to pick up, in my opinion, just because I think that he could definitely be a good third or fourth line winger later in the game as a distributor plug, because he'll still have a nasty shot, even though he'll still be slower than most. I just think at this point his price is a little bit too high for me. Bouwmeester. The 6'4", 206-pound left-handed shooting defenseman that played for Team Canada, and he's played all over the NHL at this point. I think his last team is still the St. Louis Blues, if I'm not mistaken. And he has the team synergy of 1 point for Swarm and then 1 point for his player synergy and Shutdown. So not a great player synergy at all. Swarm is a good team synergy, though. His skating's 85 acceleration, 89 agility, 93 balance, 96 endurance. Great endurance for a defenseman. That's what you want to see in a high-end defenseman here, is that endurance. And he has 87 speed. For his shooting, he has 80 slap shot accuracy, 93 slap shot power, 83 wrist shot accuracy, 92 wrist shot power. His deking is 83 deking, 85 offensive awareness, 83 hand-eye, 88 passing, 87 puck control. His body checking is 90. His strength is 94. His checking is 91 defensive awareness, 92 shot blocking, 92 stick checking with 95 discipline. So he has great checking category, great defensive category. He has a very hard shot, but it's not accurate. The Swarm will make his stick checking and defensive awareness even better, and his agility go up, as well as hand-eye. And if you have distributor, he does get the 90 speed. His price is about 175 coins. He's another guy that's a left-handed shot, and he's big-bodied at 6'4". So I will say that this Bouwmeester has good size and very good skating. He's about 170,000 coins. However, the Bouwmeester, the player synergy is not that great. I don't think, if you do have shutdown activated, though, it does help with the shot blocking, body checking, and some other stuff, like the slap shot accuracy. For a guy that's a defensive defenseman, as you can see as his player type, and the fact that he's relatively fast, has great endurance, he can definitely fit somewhere in your defense. The price isn't too bad. I'm going to give this Bouwmeester 4.5 chewies because I think he has everything you need for a defensive defenseman. If you're looking for a role guy, and the Swarm will definitely help your team out. And it's somebody that long-term I think could be in your third defensive pair as a Swarm synergy plug and still be useful for what you need him for, as in like a guy that kills penalties, a guy that's going to eat up some minutes on the defense that you just need, that's not going to get caught out of position, because he does have the great numbers to be a defensive defenseman. That's why I'm going to give him the 4.5 chewies here. All right, boys, that's going to wrap up the review on these Winternational players for week 1. I'm assuming they're going to come out with a new set of 12 or so next week, or maybe throughout next week. We'll see when they release them. When they release them, I'll give them true reviews. I will say in this true review, this is the first time I really factored in their price on the market, because I do think that's very important when you're grading these cards. I know I haven't done that too much in the other videos, but I'm really taking into account their price on the market and then comparing them to other cards on the market. The master sets are something you have to build, so you kind of know what their price is. That's why I compare them to one another in the true reviews. If you guys made it to the end of the video and you have that explanation, and you understand that explanation, I'm actually going to pin a comment under this video as well, so you guys know that I factored in price while doing this, which obviously changes it, because some of the cards are just amazing cards, like the Pastranak, but he doesn't have great team synergies, and he's pricey. Like, you don't want to pay for... You want to get the best bang for your buck when you're doing this. And that's what I'm going to start doing in these videos, is really factoring in the price that they are on the market whenever I make the video, to kind of factor in their Chewy rating as well. If you have any questions or want to talk about why I gave somebody a rating of what I gave them, let me know in the comments down below. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to any of your buddies that play NHL 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.